welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
After hundreds of battles throughout the season, we finally determine a champion tonight. As EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings you the biggest game of them all, the Super Bowl. Tonight, it's a battle for one team to join the greatest to ever play the game. Between the Detroit Lions A tradition started back in 1967 has now reached its diamond anniversary. And off we go in Super Bowl 60. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And this is across midfield and into enemy territory. It's a full 40 yards on the play, Brock, and a new set of downs. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Running once more with Henry. And he's going to have this one down to the 20. So 20 yards on that play. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
Okay, we both know this pace can't continue, but they got to enjoy it as they can. And that football shouldn't go to anybody else until that defense proves they can stop them.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. That's him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Now here's Lamar. Escapes the pocket. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. That was Zay Flowers, the intended receiver. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. All right, partner, testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is
to win it. So they take their shot for the end zone, Brock, rather than focusing on that 1st down marker. And now they've got a decision to make.
Yeah, I think with that incompletion, they made the decision. You better send that field goal team on. They took their shot. They just couldn't finish it.
they are definitely being aggressive here on the big stage. They're going for it on 4th down early. Again, it's Jackson to the air. Short pass brought in. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up for the 1st and goal.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Time to start the scoring in this Super Bowl, partner. We've got 1st and goal. Henry has the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens finish up an excellent opening series. Derrick Henry. The touchdown. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure of what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
And he goes out of bounds. Wow, major miscue there, and they're not going to get to.
Those defenders, well, they're just as excited as all of us when we get to see a two-point play. It's a chance to directly keep points off the board and can energize a defense and give them that swag when the defense is stopping.
And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So the Lions take the field for their first drive. They're led out by someone who's fought through the doubters all through his career, and he just keeps putting up numbers. Jared Goff.
Kate, this is one of those moments that I so wish we had those thought bubbles, that we could see and hear every thought going through his mind as he runs on the field on this Super Bowl Sunday. I'm sure there's some anxiety. I'm sure there's a little bit of nervousness. But I know when that ball gets snapped in his hands, this guy is ready for this moment because he's proved it all season long. Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Goff. Ooh, on him quick there. They bring him to the turf. And this defense going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on 3rd down. On the draw, this is Gibbs. They're going to get him again. A couple of stops now, Brock, they've made behind the line. They're going to force 4th down. Well, anytime you dial up a blitz and you catch them running a draw like that, Brock, the D coordinator, he's going to be patting himself on the back right there.
He is, and not only for the call, but the execution of his player as well. Because you call a blitz, Kate, sometimes they can just run with their hair on fire. He had the awareness to stop that draw before he could get started.
And they make the tackle. I'm not sure that was an advisable gamble in this spot, Brock, as they turn it over on downs. It's Henry on the counter. And he stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1.
The cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. It's a meager 2-yard gain, but that's enough to award them the 1st down.
Good luck defending that short yardage slam. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Defense is there, and he's going down. For the moment, we've got a sack. We do know how to flag the short out first before we can lock that in. All right, this is a little bit odd. I think in most spots we'd expect to see them decline the call, take the lost yards and down.
All I can think of here is they've got some extreme confidence, maybe hubris in their defense to make a similar type of play, but just tack on even more negative yards lost.
Knocked away, that's going to be incomplete. Defender there, that brings up second down. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Escapes the pocket. Pass is caught at the 9. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens make it a 12-point game in the first. DeAndre Hopkins, the touchdown.
Every touchdown's got its own story, but for me, Kate, that one's all about courage. Courage of that receiver to run all the way across the field. Courage of the quarterback to know it's going to take a little extra time. That courage paid dividends for 6.
And no, they faked it. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
I know these special teams coaches spend all week trying to find a little weakness, and I guess they saw something on film they may have liked. But I think this serves as a reminder, if you want to get to, try the conversion from the 2-yard line next time.
The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Reynolds with a return. Detroit getting its offense set for their second drive. And Brock, they are not in the spot they want to be, but still plenty of game left. You don't want to let the setting cause an early overreaction and panic.
Yeah, you just can't overtry. And every bit of you wants to, every fiber of your being in this building right now, you want to perform, but you just can't overdo it. Get back into rhythm and play your game.
Goff on 1st and 10. Dumps it off to his running back. And this is taken ahead to the 37. That play made by an all-pro from last season, Marlon Humphrey.
You know, these running backs today, they are so versatile. It doesn't matter if they're running it, or in this case, same principle applies on routes out of the backfield. You don't get somebody close to him, that throw is headed his way.
Detroit calls timeout. It's second. And after burning a couple early, they're down to 1 to work with now. This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Goff setting the throw. Completing over the middle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving. So Super Bowl 60, a quarter of the way done. 12-0 is our score. More from Santa Clara coming up. Enough waiting, we're back, and it's time to resume play here in Super Bowl 60 from Santa Clara. They'll try to attack this deficit, starting with 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs. And a smell hampering their ground game here as he slowed up just a yard on that run. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Shotgun snap here to Goff. Finds his man, it's Amon-Ra St. Brown. And they nearly picked up the first down with that effort. Ball advances to the 45-yard line. Goff now on 3rd down. That one complete to St. Brown. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
On 1st down, it's Gibbs. And the snow hampering their ground game here as he slowed up just a yard on that run. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Goff to the air now. Pop behind the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Connects on the crosser. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. Quite the brave call they're making in this situation, Brock. They're going for it on 4th. They'll go for it. Goff. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs. First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10. Henry gets it here. The lateral goes haywire. Fumble! And they Scoop it up. Time to push for the line. And they retain possession, so that's a positive. But that's the end of it, Brock. They've lost yardage on that fumble. Still their football, but need to make some progress here. And this is 2nd and long. Lamar now from the gun. Bails out of the pocket quick. On the run, deep down. He's got it deep downfield. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains. Well, just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Flying down the middle with Henry. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. They get 22 out of that play. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
Baltimore, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
DC, right?
Pistol snap to Jackson. Flushed out of the pocket. He takes it himself. And he nearly gets him another 1st down as they force him out just shy of the marker. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Lamar out of the pistol. And this is going to fall incomplete. Well, they made a call for the end zone there, but nobody picked up on the other end. Now it's 3rd down. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Jackson on 3rd and 1. Buying some time left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. Lamar and the Ravens all set for this 2-point try.
The Ravens will line up.
Right side, toss play. And that's into the end zone, so they follow the touchdown by tacking on 2 more to their lead. Well, we all know how it goes, right? 3rd time, indeed the charm here. They take another stab at it and finally convert on their 3rd 2-point try of this ball game.
Builds a little bit of confidence on that sideline that maybe they can find success. They found a lot of success everywhere else on the scoreboard. They finally make it pay, put an 8 on the board to get to 20.
And this drive will start inside the 25. The offense headed out now for Detroit. They haven't come up with an answer quite yet on the scoreboard, and they take over down 20-0. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out. And 3rd and short.
And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel it in. Pickup of 2 here. And that is good for a Detroit 1st down.
You know, Kate, that's a successful play on 2 fronts. Number 1, you get the 1st down. But number 2, keep that defense guessing as to who is just going to get the carries.
And no luck there. That throw falls to the ground. No luck finding his receiver that time. So that brings up 2nd down. Looking to throw. Goff. Screen here for Gibbs. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Goff finds him over the middle. And he's going to go down right along midfield strike.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 50-yard line.
So that is 2 quarters in the books here at Super Bowl 60 from Santa Clara. Now over to Scott Hansen with our halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone. Scott Hansen in Orlando, where it almost never snows. These two teams dealing with the light dusting, and that's expected to go on into the second half. Who handles it better? Let's go back out to the stadium and check in with our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Thanks so much, Scott, and welcome back to the rest of you as the snow continuing to fall here ahead of our second half.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Enough waiting, let's crown a champion, shall we? The second half of the Super Bowl is underway. Reynolds with a return. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. Here comes the offense for Detroit to begin the second half. All the touchdowns have come from one side of the field, Brock. They're still looking for their first points of any kind in a game that has gotten out of hand. And the snow hampering their ground game here as he slowed up just a yard on that run. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 29-yard line.
Again, it's Gibbs. Ooh, they're on that one. Second down's going to end up in a loss of yards. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
You know, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Quite the brave call they're making in this situation, Brock. They're going for it on 4th. They're going for this. And this one is launched downfield. And this is rejected. The defender knocks the throw away and forces a turnover on downs. So that play doesn't work out, but things make it even worse for them. Looks like one of their big guys out front is in need of a look from the training staff. From the pistol, Henry. Still fighting forward. And he stops. Is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
It's not. What? One in.
Henry. And he's going to fight forward and get in. Touchdown. The Ravens push their lead further to start the half. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. No stranger to this in his career, Brock. John Harbaugh wants his offense to tack on 2 more.
The Ravens will line
Here we go. Toss to the left side. And he's into the end zone. That play adds a couple more to their lead. All right, I know the old adage, there is no lead that is safe in the NFL. But Brock, this lead actually feels pretty safe to me. Not sure they needed to go for 2 at this point.
Well, I'm pretty sure you know what this feels like one thing to me. Stat padding. And it's just going to come back to you at some point. Maybe not in this game, but down the road. You start padding your stats to show off, oh, look how many points we scored. Look how great a job we did. Start patting yourself on the back. Yeah, you're usually going to get hit and knocked on your backside at some point.
Reynolds with a return. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort. The Detroit offense getting ready for its next drive. And the last time we saw them, Brock, they took a risk, went for it on their own half of the field, but it didn't work out. The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. He gives to Montgomery to start the drive. And he charges through the snow for a gain of 4. 1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
1st down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. From the gun, call. turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Here's Goff. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
The issues this offense has been having, well, they extend well beyond third down today. You just look at that big goose egg on the scoreboard, but now time's not on their side either.
Here comes the fourth down snap to Goff. Has him on the quick hitter. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. So an 11-yard gain to back up the considerable gamble to go for it there on fourth down, Brock. They're moving the chains.
First down.
On first down, they'll run with Montgomery. Has some daylight through the 40. Keeps himself upright. Hits the 20. He will go! Touchdown, Detroit! The Lions shrinking the lead some in the third. David Montgomery with the touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Dan Campbell gets the offense the call. They're making a bid for two. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. As that'll leave them with just two to use the rest of the way. So after thinking it over, they're lining up for two. Goff's going to throw for it. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Roquan Smith with the pick. He's at midfield. The 30. And that is 2 points the other way as he takes the pick the entire way back. So the decision to go for two does result in a nice boost, Brock, but not for the team we were expecting, thanks to an alert play and a lengthy jog downfield from that defender.
Yeah, it took everybody. In order to do that and make that happen, it really was all 11 and then just a superhuman effort. You say jog, I say a sprint to glory.
And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. He is shaking his head, and he's going to be wondering about that kickoff for a while. Couldn't keep it in the field of play, and that offense gets a gift to begin this drive. They give to Henry on the inside handoff. And tough running as the Elements continue offering up a challenge partner. He is only able to get back to the line there. First play of the drive, lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. Second down. From the gun, Jackson bails out of the pocket quick. And he's going to fire this one deep down the near sideline. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Detroit calls timeout. It's second. And they'll likely be very protecting of the only one they've got remaining. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. To the air on third and long. Got his man, Hopkins has it. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. They gain 11 on that play, and that's going to be a Baltimore first.
Baltimore first down.
Going with King Henry here. And he charges ahead, but Snow and defenders stop him. Look like he picked up a couple. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Another run for Henry. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here.
It's now 3rd and 8.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Has his man. It's cut by Andrews. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense.
Roughing the passer, defense.
Always a point of emphasis, right? Protecting the quarterback. And that play is going to draw the flag every time. They'll run here following the penalty. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
On the tackle. A gain of 2.
Hard to believe, but just 1 quarter left in our season. We're through 3 in Super Bowl 60. The Ravens out in front with the ball. A 3rd title within their reach. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Changing it up here, Jackson. That one's incomplete in the end zone.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and leave teams for field goal.
And he scores. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens keep running away with this. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. All right, gonna get a 2-point try here, Brock. Jackson gets his offense lined up.
The Ravens will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try to the lateral goes haywire. Look at ball. And the Lions have recovered it. Man, Brock, even when they score, things just aren't going their way. The 2-point try fails following that touchdown, and that really encapsulates how this contest has gone for them.
They're just not able to stay out of their own way sometimes. Get a little momentum, immediately give away a chunk of it. It does prove, though, from here on out, they're going to take whatever shot they got.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Reynolds with a return. And it ends there, but a very short field awaiting them. He's out on the opposing side of the field. Now the Lions offense gets ready to return to the field. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Goff. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
Tackled back at the 46-yard line.
And they're going to get up to it and spike it. That's going to stop the clock. Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. Third and long for him here. Completed over the middle. Will be touchdown short of the marker, so 4th down coming up.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Well, simply put, Brock, they absolutely need to have the conversion here on 4th down. Desperation time here. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs. A timeout taken here by the Lions. That's their 3rd. And this could be an issue the rest of the way with no way to stop this clock. Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens headed up 1st and 10. Blitz coming, Lamar. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. He was looking for Zay Flowers. And now it's 2nd down. Throwing again is Lamar. He's throwing deep to the left side. That's grabbed inside the 30. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a 1st down. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. 1st down, here's Lamar. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. DeAndre Hopkins, the one he was looking for. So it'll be 2nd down. Play action now with Jackson. This is going to be incomplete again. Defender knocks this one away. That brings up third down. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. Jackson now on third. Headed out right. Throw right side is caught by Hopkins. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. So pick up 14 yards on that one. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Henry running to the left. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line. Following the run, we see he's still out there dealing with some sort of injury. They'll head out to check on him. All right, a couple of yards to make up, Brock. Time to rediscover the magic on this drive. Here's 2nd and 12. And he's brought down after a great gain. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
Offense there, Kate, went heavy with that 13 personnel. 1 back, 3 tight ends, and those 3 added blockers. Just the element they needed to spring that run.
Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal. Blitz coming here. Jackson on him quick, and they bring it down. And it's step 1 towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. 2nd and goal coming up. Handoff headed right. It's Hill. And the scoring will never end. It's another touchdown. The Ravens throwing 6 more on the blowout. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out. And that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
That's up and through for the point after. And the Ravens continue piling onto this lead.
Lions 6.
The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Here's Raymond on the return. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Lions get ready to return to the field. They're coming off a 4th down try that didn't work in their favor. Let's see how that might affect the approach they take this time out. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
We go tonight.
Shotgun snap here to Goff. Oh, try forcing it to the slant. It's intercepted. And the Ravens will take over with the football just outside the 30.
Goff's pass intercepted. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
New set of downs for them from the 31. Here's Henry running left. Running in his 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gives you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator.